Welcome to the Motorhome and Caravan Show with your hosts, Shane Malpass and Jason the Motorhome Man Reynolds.
First of all, it couldn't be your fault. When this life of mine will fall, it will always be my call. Trying to throw this shade on me, like they all hate on me. Don't bring that rage on me. Why they throwing shade on me, like they ashamed of me? I thought, what age are we? It's warm outside, and we all want shine. Bet you nobody in the city could stay in the crib this time. Whoa, got pics on the way like a vacay. Shoot photo with an AK. Got friends by my side, trying to have a great day. Then I wonder why they throw shades. Yeah, but it's all on me. Let them roam free like a European. Yeah, see me pick up the phone like I'm trying to haul a home, starting to act like E.T. Yeah, rock them shades, now they can't see me. Trying to run away, but I'm not speedy. Need no fake, I just want what's real, and I ride that way till I'm free. Yeah, this shade on me, like they all hate on me. Don't bring that rage on me. No rage.
Oh, got the wrong one. Russ Finn, lockdown strikes again. Lockdown might strike, but you can always count on a Sunday night. The Motorhome and Caravan Show.
Very nice that was, Jason. Very smooth.
Do you like that?
Yeah, I didn't expect that. Well, there we go.
I didn't tell until I saw the comment. Yeah. It's just creative juice is just working all the time, mate. Sunday night, Caravan and Motorhome Show, Motorhome or Caravan Show, take your pick. We're here. And I've got a motorhome for you tonight, mate, ahead of its time.
What's that then?
I'm not going to tell you. It stood the test of its time. One of the best motorhomes I've ever been into, mate. It's a 2001.
Yep.
And you wait till you see it. Tell you. Mark is going to do us 4 caravans tonight.
He's going to do what?
He's going to do 4 caravans.
I didn't realise he had that many in stock.
He's borrowed them. He's been down to the store as well. He was working. See which is best. Which he gets asked a lot, which is the best caravan. So he's going to let us know. Get your questions in for Lee, your technical questions. He's here till 8:30. So anything you want to know about, especially with winter coming up, get the questions in for Lee. He'll knot them. He'll note them down and he'll answer them all out. Now, campsite reviews.
Yes.
We've been struggling with campsite reviews, haven't we? Because in fairness to John, he's not been able to go to any campsites. So we've had a think, and John's come up with a brilliant idea. Why do we go to campsites, Shane?
To get away for a break and pick the right place that suits our needs.
You said it.
Holiday.
The right place. We go to an area, don't we? We don't just go to the campsite. We go to an area and we go to see the things in the area. So what we're going to do is we're going to pick an area every. Well, John's going to pick an area every week, or you can pick an area every week and let us know what area you want covering. We'll cover the various attractions. So we'll cover it for young people. We'll cover it for dog walkers. We'll try and cover it for everybody. And then we'll pick 3-4 campsites in the area. A budget one, a medium one, and a high-end one. Do you like that, Shane?
That's very good.
And you come up with that all by himself. So I can't wait to see what he's got in store. Now, the rumour is, because I know you're tight, you're going to give some away tonight, aren't you?
Yeah, I know. Well, we spoke about it last week, didn't we?
Damp meter.
A moisture meter to see how moist things are.
Okay.
So yeah, that's what we got. But we've got a question, haven't we? We've got a question to see who's going to win the giveaway.
I thought of a question earlier, but we'll just leave it till after we've seen your video on the 2 meters.
On the 2 meters, is that the distance for coronavirus?
Yeah, 2 meters. And we've got 2 meters for the 2 meters.
Okay.
So, have we got any news, mate?
There's not too much out there, but I believe there's a couple of companies starting to make people redundant, isn't there?
Go on.
I mean, should I say? Am I allowed to say? It's not confirmed, is it?
Are we saying it's rumours?
It's rumours, yes. So I probably shouldn't, to be fair. But yeah, there's the odd motorhome company starting to make people redundant, just because I guess they haven't got the stock to be able to sell, and needs have changed for the business, I guess, as well, haven't they? A good example is somebody that I spoke to, a company that I spoke to the other week. They made a couple of drivers or a few drivers redundant because they're not doing the shows like they were.
Yeah.
1-2 a month.
It affects all the chain, doesn't it?
It does. It just changes the way that people work, but they've probably took people on in different areas.
Yeah.
Having said that. So it's a fine line.
We're doing a Halloween special next week, aren't we?
We are, yes.
So everything we're going to do is going to be spooky.
It is. It's going to be scarily good.
So everybody out there, next week, we want you all dressing up in Halloween stuff.
Yeah, not like John does every week.
Shall we have a look at the stand meter then, mate?
We shall do. Okay. All right, far away. Okay, so I said that I'd give you a comparison with the X-Tech M055 and the Survey Master by Protometer. So I've got a really good example to go through, or a bad example, depending on how you look at it. So let's have a look at this wall here. I don't know if you can see that. Now Liam's just going to walk in, our cameraman. That is what happens. If you feel that is soft and mushy and it pushes off the wall, that is what happens if you don't service or seal your motorhome. I don't know if you can see the back as well, what that wall is like. You see it's got holes in it where it's gone that soft, and if you just pan up to the right hand side, it's the same above there as well. This is what happens when you don't damp check your motorhome. So I've got two damp meters today. One is in the region of 50-60 quid, the other one's 400 quid. That is always my go-to, always will be, because it's just the one that you want. You've got two options on both of these, and this one's a bit tighter. You've got pins which are on top, and then you've got a scanner at the back as well, which you can just hear now. So I'm not going to use the pins on this because I think it might go all the way through. So when I put this onto the wall, it reads 999 and wet, which is exactly the best way to describe it, to be fair. So that is 999 and wet, and then we've got the other one which I'll put on, and that is reading 99.9%, and that goes all the way down. So I have been all the way through this, and to be fair to both of the meters, they are coming in at exactly the same readings. So for somebody who doesn't want to spend a fortune, I think this is a great little meter. I'm sure there's others out there as well, but this is just the one I'm testing without buying 20 of them, because there is a lot of variety and it is well worth your investment. But you know, this is a 2005, and if you want to know what one looks like if you don't take care of it and if you just let it rot and rot and rot, this is a great example. So this will be up for grabs, and we'll see what you think about this video.
You didn't need a damp meter for that, did you?
No. No.
Okay. How much is your Pro meter, mate?
The Protometer, they are in the region of £400.
Yeah. And the other one's 50 quid, isn't it?
It's around that. I will just double check that in a quick sec.
So, what's the difference, mate? Why is that 400? Why is that 50 quid?
I don't know.
You bloody reviewed it.
Doesn't mean I know the difference. I don't know. There must be something to it. I ain't going to lie. I'm not going to sit here and say this is what it is. I'd have no idea.
Yeah, you've probably found the Pro one will detect the slighter moistures. When I think when we're getting around about the 15%, isn't it?
Yeah.
To be honest, it's going to give you a better.
Probably more sensitive and goes deeper through to the skin.
Yeah. That was a bad motorhome, mate, wasn't it?
It's up there with one of the worst. I mean, the lad that I worked with, Liam, he went out to have a look, and to be honest, the guy did tell us it was damp. Now, I thought he was just being dramatic when he said it's wet, and he said it's the worst one he's seen. Bearing in mind he's only been with us 18 months or so. But it's up there. Probably one of the worst ones I've seen in 27 years, let alone him.
Well, think about it, Shane. For 50 quid, every 6 months, just going around your motorhome, you're going to detect that, mate, straight away, aren't you?
I'd probably do it even less than that. It takes 5 minutes to go around a motorhome, lift the seats up, get underneath. I mean, you hear people say, well, it's hardly been used and everything like this. That motorhome is 2005, done 25,000 miles. Apart from the damp, it was lovely. Like the upholstery and everything like that is spot on. But it just hasn't been sealed, serviced, anything.
There's a question there. Wildlife. Which setting should the moisture meter be set? As some have 4 settings.
I went. Let's see if we can just let this out quickly. I went for the wood. I think it was a wood setting. We'll just double check this while I'm on here. I can't check it while I'm on here.
If you're enjoying the show, folks, hit the like button.
I thought he's taking the mic then. Yeah, there's 4 settings. I'll come back to you on that one in a minute. Let me get it out and get it ready.
Okay. So you're going to give this away tonight, aren't you?
Yes.
Right. So we've got an Halloween show next week. So if you want to win that damp meter, what outfit would you like to see John wear next week on the Halloween show? Get your answers in. And also, it doesn't have to be John. It could be Lee, and then it could be Mark. What outfit would you like them to see wear next week? And it's got to be Halloween rated.
I've already got my outfit sorted for next week.
You notice how high pitched his voice has gone. I've already got my outfit.
So if you want to win a damp meter, 50 quid's worth of damp meter, what would you like to see John dressed as? Or Lee? Or Mark?
And nobody say Borat.
But it has got to be spooky related.
Okay. I don't think anybody wants to see you wear that.
No.
Don't forget.
Right, while we're on, can you see that?
3.5%.
So you got the flashing wood, and then you've got the, and then up there you've got a droplet. That's the setting you want it on.
Shane's got wood.
I've got wood, and it's moist as well.
Oh, I can see how this show's going now. Look, guys, we've got a load of questions in already. Do you want to go through a few now, or do you want to wait for later?
No, we have an agenda. We stick to the agenda.
Okay. Sorry.
You get dressed as a pumpkin. So if you want to win this damp meter, what would you like to see John, Mark or Lee dressed as for Halloween? And Paul Joyce mentioned a comment when your video was on. He said, nice T-shirt. Yeah, I'm in honour tonight to Lewis Hamilton. He's beat Schumacher's record, 92 wins. He's British. Something to be very proud of, and I think he's going to go on to be an all-time great. Some people knock him, but I think he's brilliant, to be perfectly honest, Shane. You've still got to drive it.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it's more of a personality thing that you're knocking for if you do. To be fair, isn't it? Just going quickly back to that damp meter, X-Tech MA55. You can buy them on Amazon for $54.34.
Okay, but you can win it tonight.
Or you can win it tonight.
You can win it tonight. Shall we see some caravans?
Yeah.
Mark?
Evening. Why is it just us three? You two need to be in the running as well for Halloween dress up. So if you've got a Halloween costume for any of us, you pick who.
Just a quickie. Lee, can you look out for the best one tonight for when the damp meter, mate. Just give us a nod. Yeah. So Lee's going to look out for the best one. Sorry, Mark, what were you rabbiting on about?
This feels like a fix. So yeah, I think
Mark, we can aim it towards you if you want us to.
Anyway, let's go on with the caravans.
Yeah, before we get on the caravans, Mark, someone has just mentioned in the comments that they've asked questions earlier. Are we going to answer them? Yeah, we're going to answer them after Mark's segment, and then we do answer them throughout the show. If you've not watched the show before, so we are noting the comments down. John's keeping the comments noted. Lee's keeping the technical questions noted, and we will be bringing them all up. So Lee will be answering some questions in a minute, and Frank Theatre will be knocking some questions onto the board. Okay, Mark. Sorry, mate. We've got a few on tonight.
Oh, yes. Probably the biggest question that we get asked as a dealer is, what should I buy? What's the best van to go for? So I thought I'd aim my video tonight just to sort of go down that line. So both videos, we've actually got 4 caravans. So let's have a look and see what they're about.
Okay.
Roll VT.
So one of the biggest questions that we get asked is, what's the best make of caravan to go for? So we're going to have a look at a Bailey Pageant Monarch. This is a mid-range caravan. It's 2-berth. So let's have a look what it's like. And this is a 2007. It's a 2-berth. It's of traditional construction. Most caravans up until about 2010 were of a standard construction where you've got a front panel, a back panel, a roof panel, 2 sides, awning rails, roof rails that hold everything all together. We've got timber internals, timber roofing, timber floor, and pretty much everything from before 2010 was all of the same construction. So we're then looking at decor. We've got a Dometic fridge, we've got a spin float oven, we've got the Truma heating, got a nice kitchen area. This one's got the microwave, and again we've got a nice big sunroof. And then at the back we've got a good sized washroom. Next we've got a Sprite caravan. This is actually a 2012, but it's still of the traditional construction. Let's have a look what the differences are. So again, 2-berth. It is the Sprite, so it is a lower level, so it's a little bit unfair comparison in all honesty. But we've got cupboards at the front, at sides. We've not got them across the top. Same sort of seating. We've got the Thetford fridge. We've got no oven, so we've only got a hob and a grill. We've got the Truma heating again, and then at the back we've got the washroom. Now, can you see what's missing in this one? Yep, that's right, no shower. So, although layout is pretty much the same, construction is the same, this is a lighter model, so by losing the oven, the microwave, the shower, and a few other little bits and bobs here and there, we're actually only 1,036 kilograms maximum weight. The Bailey, that was 1,238 kilograms, so there's 200 kilograms of weight difference. So again, in this instance, it comes down to weight. If you can only tow 1,050, this is probably what sort of thing that you're going to have to go for, with a little bit less spec, a little bit more basic. But if you can go that little bit more, and you do want that extra few refinements, then obviously the Bailey is the van for you.
So just trying to cover a bit of, obviously everyone's needs are different. So for somebody to say, oh, this is a better van, well, if their construction is a heavier construction and you can't tow that, then it's not better for you, is it? So it's a really difficult question to answer for people.
So what was that? Sorry, what was the make of that second caravan?
It's a Sprite, which is Swift, basically.
It had no shower, did it? No shower oven.
No. Yeah, they're actually called Sprite Lights, and they're built very, very light. So they remove the oven, they remove the microwave. No, that's a Bud Light. So yeah, they remove the shower and they get the weight down that way, which that doesn't suit everybody. But if you've only got a car that can tow 1,050 kilos, you're either looking at a trailer tent or something like that.
The other thing is I can't imagine. I'm sure you get it all the time where people, when you're buying a motorhome off somebody, and they turn around and say, "Oh, we've never used the shower."
I was just going to say that, Shane.
Yeah, because people just use it on site, so it's not a massive miss.
No, but you'd be so surprised where people go, "It's not got a shower. I want one with a shower." Well, why do you want with a shower if you're not going to use it? I just want one.
Well, that's it. They'll buy a shower and an oven, and then when they go sell it in 12 months' time, we've never used it.
Yeah, never used it. So yeah, it's a real difficult question to answer.
There isn't an answer, though, is there, really, Mark?
No. Or it might be one answer for one person and a completely different answer for another person.
Yeah,
you only have to see that. You only have to see that on the forums, don't you? Somebody will type in what you should have, and then the other person will go, "No, you shouldn't get one of these." I had a hell of an experience.
Yeah, and you get that one person where they've had a bad experience, and they will shout about it and scream about it. Where the 10 people that have gone, actually, that was a really good van. That was. You don't really hear from them, so it is difficult. And people shouldn't really just look at forums and sort of you're setting yourself up just to find all the negatives, aren't you, on forums about particular vans?
It's quite hard to be serious here about caravans when you've got all these comments coming up, isn't it? How can John dress as Scary Spice?
Don't know what I'd like to see.
Anyway, so if you want to win a damn meter tonight, there's some competition here tonight.
There is.
What would you like to see all of us wearing the next week on the Halloween show?
Yes, all of us.
Hold on, just going back, John. Sorry, I know John's doing the comments. Quite like that. Frankie-Stein. Motorhome, Frankie. Yeah, very clever.
Right, we'll see you in a minute, Mark, with 2 other caravans, yeah?
See you in a bit.
See you in a bit.
Lee, are you about?
Woo!
All right, I was just noting comments down then, actually.
It's hard to be serious, isn't it?
I know, yeah.
What did you think of Shane? What did you think of Shane's damn fan?
That's shocking, that
Have you seen many worse than that?
I haven't.
I don't think you can, really, to be honest.
I have, yes. Yeah, I have seen. They look really nice from the outside, and you go in them, and they're absolutely horrendous. I've actually stopped a service because I'd actually was opening windows and things at the start of the service, realised how bad the damp was, and actually stopped the service because it was actually that bad. So I said, there's no point in me doing the service and taking the money. Literally, the front end, you could push it, and it was just completely unsafe.
Do you remember the van, mate?
It was a Fleetwood.
Yeah. That doesn't surprise me.
No.
So last
Most
week
of them were like that, weren't they?
Sorry?
Most of them were like that, weren't they?
Fleetwood's really bad. Yeah.
Right, last week we did about the water, didn't we? Draining down your water.
Yeah.
Yeah, so any precautions should we do inside, Lee?
For winterizing, yeah. For winterizing, the biggest thing for winterizing is make sure your van's clean. Get all your food debris cleaned off your cushions from anywhere, underneath your seats, everything, because that's the biggest thing to attract the mice into the van over winter, because they'll be looking for somewhere to go. So yeah, that's the biggest thing, is make sure that everything's cleaned out food-wise. But then also bringing your cushions away from the walls. I think, there.
I like that one.
Yeah, bringing cushions away from the walls, opening up everything up so that the air can circulate around the van. That's the biggest thing to do with the van if you're going to be leaving it for some time. Don't cover your air vents. And there's the big thing about people putting dehumidifiers in. Personally, I think it's pointless.
Yeah.
You know, you need air to circulate around the van, and through the winter that air will be cold and moist. So people put dehumidifiers in and think that, oh, look at all this water it's pulled out of the van, but it's just air that would have been in the van, and moist air that would have been in the van anyway. It's not protecting the van from damp. So I think personally, you know, unless you've got a damp issue and want to try and stop a bit of mold, then really the dehumidifier thing is just a pointless operation. Ventilation is the best thing.
Yeah. Air circulation, isn't it, really?
Yeah.
Any questions coming then, Lee?
Yeah, we got a few in. I had one from at 7:39, whoever that was. It was Kevin Madams asking any benefit in fitting a gas filter. There is a massive benefit to fitting a gas filter, especially if you use refillable gas bottles. You tend to get a bit of, because the refillable stuff tends to be a bit of a mixture of butane and propane, you get quite a bit of dirty stuff coming through there. So yeah, definite benefit to fitting a gas filter on that. Also, if you use butane as opposed to propane, you do tend to get quite a bit of oil residue in that as well. So definitely worth fitting. If you use if you have a Truma regulator fitted, and you have it blocked, which is quite common, the warranty on a new regulator won't be covered unless you've got a filter fitted.
LPG is quite a dirty gas, isn't it?
Yeah, especially with butane.
Yeah.
The problem we had early doors from 2004 when we moved to bulkheads was the regulators were fitted down quite low. And then when the gas was switched off and it turned back to a liquid, the oily residue would run straight into the regulators and block them up. Hence that they moved them further up the van. But yeah, it is quite dirty. Yeah.
Yeah, another good tip as well, if you've been travelling to the campsite with your caravan or your motorhome, when you stop, don't switch the gas on straight away. Leave it 10 or 15 minutes and let the gas settle, because all the bits will drop down to the bottom of the bottle, won't they?
Yeah. When you do your gas course, they actually show you you have a clear glass bottle, and they show you the actual shake it around and the actual sediment that moves around in it, and then it just literally settles down.
It's quite impressive on us as well, isn't it?
It is, yeah. It's quite good to watch, to be fair.
Question for Lee: tyre pressures. On the door pillar it states 80 psi, but the tyres had 86 from dealer. Confused, as seem to have different guidelines from what's on the tyre vehicle.
What it states on the vehicle. Always tell people what it states on the vehicle. I get all the time people have new tyres fitted to caravans mainly, and the person who's put the tyres on has put 36, 42 psi sort of pressure in, and the caravan says 65, and they go, oh, you don't need that much. Yeah, you do. That's what the manufacturers and the have said that it requires. You know, that they don't just make it up. There's a reason for it. So always go with what the manufacturers state.
Anything else, mate?
740.
What do you think of safe fill gas canisters, as Cala are hard to get right now?
If you use a lot of gas, if you go off grid a lot, they're worth having. They're expensive to buy initially, but they only cost about £6 to fill up, £7 to fill up. So yeah, if you use a lot of gas, they are worth having. Anything else?
Is there a product on the market that gets rid of the yellowing on a plastic ceiling, like a cover?
Not as I'm aware of.
No.
Not as I'm aware of. Elbow grease.
That won't get rid of it, mate, will it? Stephen B, where can you buy the gas filter?
To be fair, you can get them online. It's a Truma gas filter. They're about 40 some odd quid for a gas filter. It comes with the cartridge inside. They're really simple to put on. But most caravan dealers will have them.
Yeah. Are we done, John? Yeah, okay. We'll see you in a bit early. Okay, if you're enjoying the show, hit the like button. Don't forget your prize. Question is, what would you like to see any of us wearing at the Halloween show next week that we're going to do? That's some good ones, haven't we? Shane. Are you here or what?
I am, yeah. I'm just putting that comment across the bottom. To be a bit more specific.
Campsites and areas. John. Hi, John.
Good evening again. Hello again.
Or Frankenstein or Rigsby or...
Oh, mate, honestly, some of the comments you lot have just cracked me up this evening. I have been almost in tears reading through these comments. Some of them are not going to happen, like the Mankini. I've got to be honest. Paper bags. That could actually be quite
very
funny.
nice. Yeah,
that could be quite funny.
Right, we're gonna have a change. We're gonna have a change, aren't we?
Yeah.
We all can't go very much anywhere at the moment. We are restricted. A few areas are restricted, but we've got a beautiful country, the UK.
We have.
We go away to caravans. We go away to motorhomes to go to different areas and see different things. So we thought we'd pick an area. Take it away, John.
Well, tonight. The Peak District is located in the southern end of the Pennines, and here are 3 points of interest that you might like to explore. First off, we head to Paul's Cavern and Buxton County Park, where you can journey beneath the earth. You can explore the vast and mesmerising limestone caverns and see how crystal stalactites have lined the chambers over millions of years. As we leave Paul's Cavern, we head to the Heights of Abraham in Matlock Bath. Located in the heart of the Derbyshire Dales, the estate is brimming with attractions. There is so much to offer, including a cable car to the Hilltop Park, providing you with breathtaking views. As we leave the Heights of Abraham, we head over to Lady Bower Reservoir, a large Y-shaped reservoir. If peace and tranquility is what you're after, this is a naturally stunning location. With plenty of walks for you and your dogs. The scenery is stunning. And don't forget, you must get over and see the plug holes. Oh, I do feel a bit weird doing like down.
Down? Well, I know that. Then where?
Down, yeah. They distribute out.
Where's the manhole?
So they haven't got a big plastic plug that they put in.
Oh, okay. All right.
Well, as far as I know, but as you've mentioned it, Shane, honestly, I mean, I have not been to the Peak District, and doing the research for this show tonight has made me want to go. And I'm sure there are people watching tonight that have been to the Peak District and say, it's absolutely beautiful, it's amazing, John, why have you not been?
This is on mine and Shane's doorstep.
Yeah.
I've watched them 3 places there and I thought, fantastic.
It's one.
Well, let's start with Paul's Cavern. What a great place there.
Oh, mate, honestly, yeah, Paul's Cavern. I mean, again, I got a couple of pictures that were in that little video. I mean, it looks amazing. And again, I didn't even know it was there. And it's the good thing is, and if you guys didn't know it was there is actually, I'll show you in a second when we look at the campsites, there is a campsite almost right next door to Paul's Cavern. But
do you know, John, do you know that's a 2 million year old natural limestone cave?
Yes. Hey, you've done your research.
And do you know why it's called Paul's Cavern?
No. Why is it called Paul's Cavern?
No. There was an outlaw called Poole, and that's where he used to use the cave as his lair in the 15th century.
Ooh. There we go. Every day's a learning day.
Every day's a learning day. What a great place.
Yeah, mate, honestly, the whole area looks amazing from Paul's Cavern.
Well, what
to
about Heights Abraham?
Heights Abraham. Yeah, I mean, again, it looks like it's an area of natural beauty. You can take a cable car up to the top. And again, there are supposed to be some absolutely amazing views around the countryside of this great British countryside that we have. And,
I think that cable car goes 169 metres, you know.
Really?
There's actually 5 towers, and the
Wow.
highest one's 23.5 metres high, you know.
You do like your facts, don't you?
Oh, I love them.
I just like to show people an idea of where to go. They can learn about it when they go there.
Well, the biggest one for me was Lady Bower and then Plugs. They fascinated me.
Mate, Lady Bower, just some of the, look at that. I mean,
Yes.
guys, look at it. I mean, you don't have to be just going out for a walk, getting out, enjoying the countryside, getting some fresh air, taking the dogs for a walk, taking the kids, letting them run around. But look at that view. It is absolutely amazing. But
I mean,
like you say, yeah, the plug holes, how cool are they? They look absolutely amazing. Now, I think what they are for is that to moderate the lake height. Is that if there's a lot of rainfall, then there's like a plug hole. It's somewhere for it to go. But that picture,
yeah,
I was going to say that picture doesn't really do it justice about how big it is, really, does it? But look at
Shane. If you've got your dog, you know it'll take you 4 hours to walk around there because it's 11 miles.
That's why, I mean, and that's why I do like the Peak District a lot, and that's why I do go a lot up there, because you can walk and walk and walk and walk. And then if you do pick the right spot, I mean, I go to one called Laneside Caravan Park, which is I can't remember where it's called now, where it is. But I mean, you've got Mamtor and everything up there, and the walks and everything like that, and then you've got the villages of pubs. And quite a few.
I think this is what I was trying to do. This is what I was trying to do was try and give just a couple of attractions or 3 places to visit that would appeal to everyone. I mean, as our family, we like to do the lot. We like to get out on walks, take the dog. We want to go and see natural attractions, and the kids would love going in the cave. Plus, I'd absolutely love going on the cable car. For me, I'd want to see this. Look at that.
Well,
that gives you a scale of how big they are.
Well, you know this Lady Bower Reservoir here. In 2018, we had the heat wave, didn't we?
Yeah.
And the waters fell that low. The lost village of Derwent emerged.
Wow.
Where they flooded it. Yeah.
Didn't know that.
Oh.
Didn't know that. But that's
just a reservoir of information.
We Shane put a comment up just then. I didn't see who it was from, but that leads us nicely on to there we go. Cheers, David. Yeah. Now this sort of leads us nicely onto. I've done a little screen grab of the video, but you can see here. So the yellow markers are the attractions. So you've got Lady Bower, Heights of Abraham, and Paul's Cavern. But the red marks are 3 different campsites that are still within driving distance of all of those attractions. But one of them, the Paul's Cavern one, is Buxton Caravan and Motorhome Club site. It is pretty much right next door to it. So what I've tried to do this evening again is to have a look at 3 price points of campsites. So the first one is a camping and caravan club site called Hayfield Marl House Farm, and you can book here from £10 a night. Because it's a CS site, there's only 5 pitches, but they're all gravel pitches for hard standing with electric hookup. Dogs are welcome, and there is a pub literally a 6-minute walk away. So again, it's a good
fact.
Important facts. It's a good point to start from. It's a nice, cheap. Don't get me wrong, these are just 3 that I've picked. There are loads in the area, so do go off and have a look and find some yourself. The second one that I thought about looking at was the one that's close to Paul's Cavern, which is Buxton, and Buxton is a caravan and motorhome club site. Again, from £18 per night. There's 118 pitches. Dogs are welcome again. And again, look at the views on this one. I mean, it looks amazing site. Again, I've not been here, and I'm assuming a lot of you may well have already been to this site, but it is
nice pitch for 20 quid, that isn't it?
Exactly.
That's lovely
look
looking.
yeah, I mean it's beautiful countryside. There's the Parks Inn is again another local pub. It's only a 5-minute drive away from there. And as a caravan and motorhome club site, that if you're a member of that one, then yeah, you get that. Now, the third site is further down south, and it's a bit closer to the Heights of Abraham. Now, this is an independent site. Now, this is called Ashbourne Heights. And they have touring and caravans, motorhomes. They also do camping, and they also have premium pitches and lodges. So there's approximately 100 pitches available, and they start off with your normal hard-standing electric pitches, and it is from £17 a night. You can then go up to a premium pitch for your motorhome or caravan. And look, it comes with an ensuite shower and toilet facilities, shared washing up sink. So you could have your own shower, even though you've got one in your caravan. But again, with everything that's going on, if you want to have a separate out of your caravan or motorhome shower washing up area, then that's on site as well. Or that's available for you.
Something I will just add to Ashbourne Heights. It is right on Tissington Trail as well.
Is it?
Which is an old railway track which goes all the way from Ashbourne up to possibly.
Is that a walking cycle trail, or is it a? Yeah. So it's a bit like the old Tarka Trail that's in North Devon.
Yeah. Do you know what there, John? You've nailed that, mate. You can go to Ashbourne. There's 3 good campsites there, and these 3 attractions that'll just take your weekend up. That
was the idea. So this is what I think. This is what we're trying to do. Like I say, you guys know what this year has been like. We all haven't been able to get out and about as much as we normally would have, and weekends away that we would have done for 5 months. We couldn't. So I think what I'm going to do over the next few weeks at least is pick an area, see a couple of attractions, and find you 3 varying sites around that.
3 great attractions there, matey, for everybody, really.
Thank you. Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
So we've got. See you later, John.
See you in a bit.
Which one of them would you go to?
I don't know.
Pools Cabin.
I've been up. What, the attractions, you mean?
Yeah, I'd give Pools Cabin.
Yeah, I probably would. The only problem with me for that is I couldn't take the dog with me, which is half the reason I go away. But having said that, it's probably only about 45, 50 minutes away from where I live anyway.
Yeah. So if you want to win Shane's damp meter, all you've got to do is basically, I forgot what we've got to do. What would you like to see John wear for Halloween next week? Well, let's have a look at a couple more caravans.
Whoa, I'm coming back in. It's not what John will wear for Halloween next week. This could be for anybody. You keep bringing it back on me. I've got my outfit sorted. I spent ages researching it and getting it ready.
Hey, have you seen this? Tony Matthews has just booked the Peak District up for March.
Has he really? Good work.
Just booked it up.
Well done, mate. Well done.
Now he knows where to go.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah, you'll have to let us know how you get on with it as well.
Yeah.
Right, anyway, I'm going.
Bye-bye. Mark, I want to see a couple more caravans, mate.
Evening. I've got a couple more up my sleeve. Don't you worry.
Yeah.
Did
you enjoy the 3 attractions?
I did, to be fair. I like the sinkhole. That interests me.
You won't go anywhere near that sinkhole, mate. We'll never find you.
I was thinking, people were sat in there, weren't they, when the water's low? What happens if a flood comes along all of a sudden and it starts piddling in? That'd be scary, wouldn't it?
Shall we see some caravans?
Yeah.
We've got a Swift Challenger, which is a mid-range caravan. Traditional 4-berth layout, so we've got double bed at the front, side dinette, kitchen area, and then washroom at the back. So we've got the Truma heating, and that's the blown air heating. We've got the Thetford fridge, we've got the Thetford oven, and then we've got the little microwave. We've got cabinets all around, and again, if I just pop some lighting on, quite nice lighting all the way through. Fly screens and blinds on all of the windows. Not a bad van. Let's have a look at another comparison. We've got a Bailey Pageant Champagne, which is again a mid-range Bailey caravan. So let's have a look at what the differences are. So inside, pretty much identical layout wise configuration, slightly different colours, slightly different placement of the microwave, but again we've got a Truma heating system, we've got the spin flow oven, hob and grill, which is pretty much identical, we've got the Dometic fridge, which is again pretty much identical, got the big end washroom at the back, again just different configuration. And again, both vans that we've looked at here, construction wise, exactly the same. There's no difference between the two. So what it really boils down to is what you like when you walk into the van. There's obviously differences in the materials, the colours, but when you actually look at the build of the van, it's on the Alco chassis. They're both front, back panel, side panels and a roof panel. There's no difference in the construction type. The materials that they've used is very similar, so it is just literally down to the finish, the upholsteries, etc. And a lot of the time, if the van's been well looked after, that is what it boils down to, is you will walk into one van and you will like it more than the other.
You need to change the battery of that smoke alarm.
Yeah, okay. I've got to give you something to think about. Keep you on your toes.
Just bear with me. Just bear with me. Lee, lolly, lolly, lee, lee, lolly, lolly, lee. Need a new battery for the smoke alarm, Mark. Lol. There you go. Sorry, mate. Great editing. You're getting better every week, mate.
Just trying different things now. So, yeah. Trying to push the boat out. Change it around.
So, out of them 4 caravans, give me a summary, mate.
They're all the same. There's no different. They're built the same. They're on the same chassis. They've got the same equipment in, bar the Sprite light. And that's pretty much all the different manufacturers. If you're looking at new, it's probably different because you've got to take warranty and whatever into consideration. But on the used market, when you're looking at similar age vans, you can obviously look at a high-spec van and a low-spec van. But if you're looking at high-spec vans, the equipment's going to be pretty much the same. So it boils down to what you like when you go into a van. And that's normally what I'll say to customers. It's, look, they're all as good or as bad as each other. And it depends how you want to look and who you're going to talk to, because there's people out there that have had good vans, people out there that have had bad vans. And it doesn't matter what manufacturer it is, they're all the same. So it's down to what you like when you go in there. Have they been looked after? Have they been serviced? And that's the key. And I think you get a feel for that as you walk into a van.
I think, to be honest with you, Mark, I think it's all why we do these is showing people as many different layouts as we can, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah. You've only got a certain amount of space inside of the caravan or the motorhome, and you look at the layouts and they're all very similar, and then one manufacturer will just do something slightly different and you'll go, oh, I really like that. And that's where you'll end up going.
I mean, caravans versus motorhomes. Motorhomes vary that much in the tens of thousands in price that it's not just down to what it looks like. Whereas caravans, because they're not such a variation, it is a lot more down to personal preference and what suits your lifestyle with what car you've got and so on, isn't it?
That's a great point.
Yeah. And it was like that little Sprite light where it hadn't got the shower, and that site that John showed us just a minute ago where they've got the little en-suites, and you can go, well, actually, I can find van, like I can have a small car, go for a small little van, and I can find a site like that then ties in, and I've got my own little en-suite and facilities there, so I don't need the shower in there. And again, it comes back to that: why have a shower that you're never going to use?
I mean, I never use the shower really unless I really, 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 really need to have to.
Yeah. Prefer to use site facilities. And even this year, with everything that's gone on, we've still been able to use site facilities in 90% of cases. So.
Yeah. I'm not 100% sure Ashbourne Heights, that one of the ones that we spoke about earlier, does. Something rings a bell where I tried having a look at that and I couldn't use the facilities there. Might be wrong.
Okay. So, if you really, 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 really want to win Shane's damp meter, what would you like to see Mark dressed as next week? What would you like to see Mark wear for Halloween next week?
It's more like it's Shane of the Dead.
We'll see you in a minute, Mark.
See you in a minute.
Right, mate. I want to show you the motorhome I had in. It's 2001. And the build on it blew me away, mate. You probably won't get it on video. And if you actually went into the van, you'd appreciate a lot more. But I know how much you love your motorhomes, mate. I think you might appreciate this.
Bit of a Back to the Future.
I want you to have a look at this, mate, and see what you think.
Okay. Right.
Okay, folks, I've got a motorhome to show you that's ahead of its time. It's a Lakia Krios 3007. This is a 2001 motorhome. The quality is way ahead of its time. And let me give you some stats on this van. Right? It's a 2001 with 50,000 miles. It's a 2.8 diesel. It's a 3,850 kilograms, so you will need a C1 license to drive this. And it's one owner from new. And the owner has done full service history all the way through since having the van. He's even left everything in to go with the van as well. So it's fully kitted out for everything you need to go camping. This is a great van.
Me, everything is on me, gon' back it up. Matter what? Told you I'ma do me. Why you hating on me? It's not adding up.
Well, look at the shape of this van. Look at it. The work involved when I show you inside of this van is unreal. Like I say, way ahead of its time. Moving round the back, we have a ladder for getting on top, but let me show you something else. So check this out. It's got a wind out bike rack. How good's that? And let's go have a look inside. Just have a quick look around. Just have a quick look around at this. Now, does this look like a 2001 van? The workmanship involved. Just look at the lockers all around, and it's in mint condition as well. Look at the worktops as well. It's just ahead of its time. And then we've got the dinette here, which again, I'll pull out. And then if we have a look over here, we have the fixed bed. And then we have, check this out. What a great bathroom. The only thing I will admit, the bathroom does look a bit dated. But if I hadn't have told you it was a 2001 van, you wouldn't have said it was, would you really? So, Lakia, this van was probably top of the range when it first came out, and it still looks top of the range now. Just look at all the storage around and the build quality. This is a great van, which I really do like, and it's going to the good owner as well. So, Lakia Krios.
What do you think?
Very nice, actually. That one is in lovely condition, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like really nice. Like all the yellow and everything like that is still nice and bright, whereas they can fade. Obviously, that sort of age, not just like it's just generally. And even things like you know, like the worktop in the kitchen. That's the sort of worktop that you see in some like the new Cathargos and stuff like that. That sort of material.
Yeah. That's what you'd have in your house.
Yeah, I mean, they can be quite quirky, the Leicas, can't they? That was quite a nice, straightforward one, but that was really nice.
What about the bike rack?
Yeah, that's clever, that.
That's 2001, Shane.
Yeah. Change the front end on that, you'd never know, would you?
No. If I didn't tell you the year, mate, I'm blindfolded you. You wouldn't have guessed that was 2001, would you? Inside.
Round one.
Round two. You wouldn't have guessed.
No, I wouldn't, to be fair. Probably, like you said, the only thing that might have been give it away was bathroom, but I'd probably say that could have been as new as 2006, 7.
And do you know what? The lady that brought it, all right, her husband died, and they had an old motorhome, and she brought that. She said, "Stuff it. I'm going to go away and enjoy myself." And it couldn't have gone better to a better owner, mate. What a lovely, lovely lady she was, and I was so proud to actually check it off for her and make sure it went out right. She paid round about, I'm going to tell you how much she paid. She paid 20 grand for the van. Full service history, everything done to it. We fully serviced it up as well. She got a lovely van, and she deserved that van, matey. And I just hope she's using it.
Yeah, and that's the sort of customer that you really love to help as well, isn't it?
Yes. Yeah, what people don't realise as well, yes, we sell motorhomes, Mark sells caravans and everything else, but sometimes 50, 70% of the customers, you get the backstory as well, don't you, Shane? And Mark will tell you that as well. And when you are checking these vans off, and don't get me wrong, I like every van has to go out perfect and checked off right. And it was a pleasure to sell the van to her. It's a lovely lady, mate.
Yeah, that's nice. Like I said, it just makes the job, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It's not work then. You feel like you're enjoying it.
Yeah. So, to win Shane's damp meter, we've got Lee coming up next. So, can you tell us what outfit you'd like Lee to wear for next week? And shall we bring Lee on?
Okay.
To be fair, don't forget, Jace, you said I could pick the winner. And I've seen some lovely ones picked for you.
You know, as soon as Jason said that, I thought, that was a mistake.
Yeah, I might have just changed my mind.
I hope you're paying his bill this week, Jason.
Who did? I'll really put him in it if you want. Right, what have we got, Lee? Have we got any questions coming, mate?
Yes. Anthony Phillips came in before, not so much a question, talking about roof cracks. You got it? Yeah, back corner roof ends. They can be stuck over the corner roof part due to a common fault with roof cracks. Very true. Swift do make a corner panel for the caravans because there was a problem with corner cracking on the back panels. Purely, it was to save the money because obviously when you're looking at replacing a complete back panel, the cost involved in that, whereas you can drill the ends of the crack, mold these over the top, and then they're absolutely fine. They're like, no problem. So yeah, they did put them. Swift weren't the only ones. I mean, a lot of the other manufacturers, Eldis especially, suffer a lot with panel cracks. So yeah, it is something that's out there. You do need to have. I've already got one. I've got it on. I don't stand up though. No, that's never going to happen.
That's my favourite one. I think that should win already.
No.
Popeye!
What? Shane Popeye. Oh dear.
Curious to why sellers never talk about underneath the motorhomes. Most important part, I think, in the registration plate.
I know it's not really a question, but underneath the motorhomes, it is something that's not really talked about, isn't it? And what to look for.
Yeah. Yeah, we tend to wax oil them all, especially the older vans as well, for a bit more protection. It's probably the best thing.
One thing to watch. Here's a tip for you then. If you're going to wax oil the underside of your motorhome and you've got the old Truma S-series heaters, make sure you cover the flues, because the flue is underneath the van, and if you spray wax oil on it, it gets all inside there, and when you go and light it, you're going to cause a right mess.
As I found out many years ago.
Yeah.
John, we got any questions, mate?
I know, we're going through it. I'm looking through them there. There's a lot of suggestions of what to wear, which is obviously throwing a lot of things in there. Have you picked one yet, by the way, Lee?
I have, yeah.
Have we got any more questions?
Yeah, there was one from Stephen B asking how often he should check the filter on the gas, depending on how much you use it. But really, you only have to unscrew it, and you can check the actual cartridge for any oil in it. Do it monthly, whatever, depending on how much you use it, really. But yeah, once a month, make sure your gas is switched off. Unscrew it nice and steady. Don't go lunging it off really quick, because there still will be a bit of pressure in there. And then just check for anything, screw it back up, and switch your gas back on. But yeah, that's all you need to do with it, really. That was the other one, yeah. That there, you could go on quite a while for this. If you're in the Caravan Motorhome Club, they actually do a pre-purchase inspection system, and they do it on different levels. So you can do like a bronze up to a gold or platinum, whatever it is. So depending on how much you pay is how much gets checked. As a rule, normally, if you're going to pay to have that done, you may as well have a habitation service done, in my opinion. That would be the best bet for me personally.
Good shout.
Would be to say, if you're going to spend that sort of money, have a hab check done on it.
Anything else?
One's just come in there. Winterizing. Should you empty all the cupboards under the seats as well? You want to take as much out as possible, really, to allow a good airflow around the van.
Yeah, don't forget, if you've got the elevated beds as well, drop them down, Lee, don't you?
Yeah. Bring it down away from the roof, so that otherwise that will condensate up. Someone relatively new to caravan, fridge vent covers, yes or no? Once the temperature gets down to around about 6 degrees or below, that's the time to start putting caravan vent covers on. Now, in the next probably few weeks, I'll probably put mine on the motorhome, and they'll stop on then until probably spring. So yeah, definitely worth having.
Okay, do you want to get Mark and John up then, Shane?
Yes.
So, to win this damn meter, we wanted to know the best comment for John and Mark, what they should wear.
If only I was in control.
Just a quickie there, Lee. We've got another one coming. Should the flap in the loo be left closed or open when winterizing?
I keep mine closed, but I do make sure that it's sprayed. Made sure the seal's sprayed with silicone spray. Ideally, take your toilet out, your cassette out, and leave it out over winter.
Right, who's the dad meter then, Lee?
I have no idea how to say this name. Emir Brown.
Go on.
Is that right? Emir Brown, you got it?
What time was it? Do you know?
Oh, now you're asking, aren't you?
That's about 200 comments.
I do need to just jump in a second. We had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 comments before 7:44, and I've just noticed something about this where we stream from is that we actually lose the comments as they roll through, because we've had so many comments tonight on what we should all get dressed up in. I've lost a load of comments from earlier, so apologies if you did put a question in earlier. Apologies if we haven't got round to answering it for you.
Okay, so we'll have a look at that for the next show then. So because look, we want to answer everybody's comment. It's not as if we're ignoring them. We want to answer everyone, but we do have motorhome reviews, we do have caravan reviews, we do have campsite reviews, we do have Ask Lee. We have to get through, because one thing we don't want to be doing is being on here for an hour and a half, 2 hours and boring everyone. So we'll have a look at that. Now, Emma Brown, if you want to email Shane. If you want to email, and Shane at We Buy the Motor Caravan. Lee, which doctor will be able to sort out any issues? Mark, skeleton, covered in a bit of everything. John, Uncle Fester, bald head. Teen Wolf.
That is brilliant.
This was the best joke. Jason, the main man.
Oh, Teen Wolf.
So there you go.
I can even imagine it now. Where's the basketball?
Oh, that's brilliant.
Oh, Henry Brown, you deserve the damn meter. Go give him both, Shane. Enjoyed it tonight, folks.
Yeah, it's been a good show. Enjoyed it. Yeah.
I haven't got a clue how next week's going to go.
I think it's going to be a good one.
To find out, it's going to be messy. Yeah. It's going to be spooky.
Oh, God. Give me that many changes, isn't there? Okay, folks, we'll see you next week on the Halloween show. Enjoyed it tonight. We'll have a little bit of work out about to get into all these comments, and we'll see you all next week. Bye-bye.
Stop laughing. Bye. I am here.
Take care.